now we have Jack from EcoPoxy, and he has some great ideas for us. I have to say, I have been a fan of EcoPoxy for years, so it's so great having you on the show. But what I really love about it is that with EcoPoxy, you can take some old furniture, maybe some family heirlooms, and then recreate them again.
That is correct. There is no condition wood can be in that cannot be turned into a masterpiece. So anything from old rotten wood all the way through to something new. You can take that, mix that together with EcoPoxy and create something that's different and new and amazing.
So one of the things you were talking about is your childhood tree that you used to climb, and then you created a table out of it. Talk to me a little bit about that.
Yeah, when we were younger, my mom planted a poplar tree in front of our house. And the tree, as it grew bigger, halfway up there was a Y. And it became weaker and weaker, and we were afraid that in one of the storms the tree was going to break and come down and either damage the house or hurt someone, so we had to cut that down. And so my dad cut that tree down. We slabbed it into some wood slabs and just let that dry for a few years, and then we turned that into a beautiful coffee table.
I love that.
Yeah, and one of the pieces that's very prominent in those coffee tables is you can see the weak part of the tree that would potentially have broken.
Memory, right?
Correct. So the weak part that made the tree have to be cut down is now a feature centerpiece in that piece of furniture, so the tree lives on in our house.
I love that, and it's such a great conversation piece as well. What I find really interesting is something like this. I never would have thought that you could put pine cones. How do you actually do a project like this, Jack?
That's an easy one. You just take a simple mold. It can be as simple as a cardboard box inside of a plastic bag. Stuff some wood and some pine cones in there, fill it with epoxy, and let that cure. Once you demold it, you can machine that, and especially pine cones, just beautiful and amazing patterns appear when you open that up.
Yeah, it looks like literally like an art piece, and it's a salt and pepper shaker.
Yeah.
So a lot of viewers are probably wondering, we're wondering like, how easy is it to use the product? Do you have to be an expert? Do you have to be a woodworker? What do you have to be?
Experience certainly helps. It's something you can't buy, but if you work with it several times, you start getting better and better. It does not take long for you to become very proficient in it.
So I would say probably this would be a good starting project, right?
Exactly. So if you take a piece of wood, mix some epoxy and pour it on, and at the end result being a beautiful serving tray.
I love that. So how many pigments does it come in? Because you can basically color it any color and also different metallics as well, right?
That is correct. Our products start out completely clear. We have 8 solid color pigments, and we have 30 different colors of metallic. So any combination is available to you.
So you can literally create any art. I would call it an art piece. Would you call it an art piece?
Absolutely. Each one is a masterpiece.
And I love the fact that you guys also did a vanity where you changed out the doors as well.
That is correct. Some of our staff take the opportunity to, as part of their learning, how to use our products. They've taken their old vanity doors off, take some pieces of wood and make a cabinetry. And so if you take something like that, you make it the right dimensions, you can replace this door and put that right in there, and suddenly you have a beautiful door.
That's so much nicer. I love that. Well, thank you so much, Jack.
Thanks for watching The Mark and Mandy Show. Like our video by clicking below and subscribe to our YouTube channel.